Our headlines today. Health officials urge parents to look out for symptoms of scarlet fever after 6 children die from a rare bacterial disease.
A plea for help from small businesses who say they're being ripped off by bigger firms owing them billions of pounds in unpaid bills.
Turning Boston green, Prince William awards the Earthshot Prize, recognising those working to protect the environment at a ceremony full of famous faces.
You could be a royal, you could be a prince, a princess, but if we don't have an Earth in the future, there's none of that even.
A standing ovation brings comedian Peter Kay to tears as he takes to the stage at the start of his first tour in 12 years.
The country needs people like Peter Kay because he's going to make all of us laugh, and that's what we all need.
I've been waiting 12 years for this. It was very, very, very good.
On a Saturday morning, let's have a look at some of the front pages for you, and we'll start with the Daily Mirror. One of several newspapers covering the rise in Strep A infections. It quotes medics who say parents and teachers should look out for symptoms in a bid to keep primary school pupils safe, though they insist the level of risk, it's important to keep mentioning this, is low. So we'll have more on that throughout the programme this morning, a bit more advice as well.
The Times is turning its attention to the nurses' strike. Staff are staging their first ever national walkout on December the 15th and the 20th. Now, analysis from the paper indicates 140,000 patients could have operations and consultations cancelled when care is reduced on those strike days.
And a picture story here, front page of the Telegraph, when the President met the Prince. The caption on this image, the Prince of Wales and President Biden said to have shared warm memories of late Queen Elizabeth II when they met in Boston yesterday.
And one of the most watched videos on the BBC News website features a special bodysuit for people with cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis and stroke survivors. Now, what researchers say is this suit sends electrical stimulation to the muscles, and that in turn can reduce pain and therefore make movement easier. Technology is just brilliant. The number of things we report on that are making people's lives so much easier.
Absolutely, in a practical sense.
Yeah.
It's gone from being notional and kind of an idea to being practical and how things can be used. By way of a jolt from that, who doesn't love like a small shop? I don't like shopping, but who doesn't love a small shop that sells loads of stuff?
Knickknacks.
Like a hardware shop.
Love
or
a
a
hardware
place where you
shop.
go in and they've got everything in it.
Yeah.
So this story is from Wales, in Newport in Pembrokeshire, and this Havards, I think I've said that right, Havards, was their local sort of DIY hardware store, not a DIY, hardware store.
I do like a hardware store.
And it was going, it was going to stop work, and it was going to go out of business. 140 years it had been in business, and local community got together, raised £445,000. It will stay open. You can see the shop there, and you know the kind of shop that is. You go in there and you need one thing, and then you find, I don't know what you need. You need a broom, you need anything that is in there. I like shops like that.
Do you know what?
You got a shop like that near you? I like shops like that.
I have a hardware shop near me, run by Tony, and anything, you know, like when you need certain light bulbs, and you know, or when you need something, and they always know the ones you have. Like, so you know, like sometimes you need to get a light bulb for a certain fitting, and you're like, oh, I don't know the number, and what, you know, and then you've got to remember to get the light bulb and carry it with you and go to the shop. He always knows.
And the people who run shops like that, you go in and they'll say, I need this, and they go, well, it's in here somewhere, and they'll disappear and they'll burrow around, and sure enough, there it is in a drawer. You know those things with loads and loads of drawers? It's in here somewhere.
And also, with those shops, you can buy things like, if you need a piece of twine or rope, you don't have to buy a big packet of it. You can buy a piece that long, if that's all you need.
Because they're on the rolls.
Championing small shops.
Have you got one of those shops near you? I like seeing shops like that.
I love it. Love it. They
It's
make
actually
everything.
tying in, you know, to a degree, it's tying into a bigger issue this morning. We will be talking about small businesses and how things are very difficult for them, and how places like that matter so much to local communities.
I mean, they're facing immense pressures.